We've already been started.
What? No, God!
Yep, we're live right
hey,
now.
Hey everyone, this is another episode of C&C Bros. We're back just for a little bit, and today's a special episode because me and George are actually in the same building, not in the same room, because we had really shitty echo that would have made this an awful podcast to listen to. So
I'm
he's
in
in the
my
kitchen, and I'm in his bed. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Stop that.
But yeah, we're going to talk about a few things tonight. Highlight of the night, I think, will be that Fairy Tail is ending. So we're going to talk about everything we liked and we didn't like about Fairy Tail. Seriously, though, without the hate, like an actual objective look back at the series and where it went wrong. But
oh wait, it ended today.
What?
Right? It ended today, right?
It ended tomorrow. The chapter today, yeah.
Oh, it ended tomorrow.
Yeah.
Ended tomorrow?
That's what he
ended tomorrow.
He said it ended tomorrow.
Yeah,
It
past
ended
tense.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow's today.
Okay. What's today? But yesterday is tomorrow.
Yesterday's tomorrow.
Today is tomorrow's yesterday.
Moving on.
Yes. But yeah, that's probably going to be the highlight of the night. I also want to give my impressions, our final thoughts on like the D23 trailer that we saw for Kingdom Hearts and a few other things we saw there. The conference as a whole was kind of short. It was about an hour long. If you guys want to see like my initial live reactions with my friend, oh goodness, I almost fucked up her name. My friend Alexis. Then we're gonna go. You can go ahead and watch one of our videos from the past week. We watched it and we live reacted together, and it was a nice little time. Pretty chill until the end when Kingdom Hearts came on, and then all hell broke loose, and Brian nutted as usual at Kingdom Hearts stuff. So
as always.
Brad, I'm just saying, you take
As
out
always.
the Kingdom Hearts a part of that. It just sounded weird.
as always, talk about Wonder Woman tonight. Shellie just watched it like a few minutes ago, and he's going to give us his non-spoiler review and first impressions. And we're also going to be talking about a few other things, so you'll just have to stay tuned, won't you? By the way, we are going to give Fairy Tail spoilers tonight, but since the entire series is basically over, we're going to read the chapter tomorrow if it is already out somewhere else. We haven't read it yet, so sorry if you wanted that, but just we can do it. We don't need to read it to know how it ends.
And there was a Young Justice announcement.
There was a Young Justice announcement. We could go ahead and say that now. We've moved into that. Season 3 is going to be 26 episodes, and who are they adding to the roster?
Okay,
Static Shock.
There's an older Static. Well, I don't know how long the time skip's been, but it looks like it's been like 1 to 2 years. They added Spoiler. She's like a Batman character.
I remember her. I know of her. Yeah.
Spoiler's her name?
Yeah, her name's Spoiler. They added Arrowette.
I wonder if that's going to be a joke in the show.
Yeah, it might be. I would not be surprised.
If they do it, I won't.
Some girl I have never seen before, so she might just be like a normal person character who helps them out or something. But everyone else is the same.
My OC, do not steal.
Oh boy, I'm so glad. Okay, they changed Robin's costume. Well, Tim Drake Robin, so he has a hood. I was like, wait, is that Damien? Please don't be Damien.
But you're happy?
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to see Damien right now.
You know what we need? We need an intro.
I don't want to see him ever.
Yeah, we do, right?
Nah,
It's
I
kind
don't.
of hard for a live stream.
Here, I'll play some music. There you go.
No, don't do it. But yeah. Okay, so first topic of the night, as usual. What are you guys playing right now? What are you watching?
I'm playing Game of Thrones Telltale, Rocket League. I just started the Order 1886 a few hours ago.
How is that?
I mean, I'm enjoying it.
Is it your game? Is it what you always wanted?
I mean, it's what I expected it to be.
Not good.
I mean, there's nothing bad about it.
Just nothing good either.
What else was I playing? I'm also playing South Park: Stick of Truth.
Okay, yeah, you've been streaming that on our channel, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm at the abortion clinic.
Awesome. That's where. Oh God. So a little bit of background on that. When I was playing through on my first time, Shellie hadn't gotten to that part yet. That event where you had to like manage the controls to actually give what's his face an abortion,
dude.
That was difficult for me, and it took me about like 30 tries.
Dude, no lie. I'm literally stuck on that right now. I haven't played since because I'm literally stuck on that.
It's so difficult and obnoxious.
I don't know why.
And it was really bad because like at the end of the game you have to do it again. That's so much easier. I'm sorry, we have Millie playing in the background. But it's okay. Okay, but anyway, so as far as what I'm playing and watching, I'm playing Steins Gate Zero again, and I'm also playing Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age. That is a great game, and now that I've played this port of it, I've kind of decided that this is my second favorite Final Fantasy I've ever played in my life.
Oh wow!
No, I'm not even joking. Like,
that's a bold statement.
It honestly is. Like, I think I've enjoyed 6 the most, this the second most, and then probably 7 the third most. And then my favorite, like subjectively in terms of story and whatever, is going to be probably 8.
Wait, how do we not put a topic of
who's watching My Hero
here yet?
What are we doing?
I said, how do we not put in a topic of season 1 of episode 1 of season 7 of Game of Thrones?
Because I wanted to do that for a separate video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to like put it up here because it wasn't like really anime or anything related.
But
yeah,
like hella behind.
Well, I guess one of them is technically comic book. No, never mind.
I mean, we can leave the Wonder Woman topic for another video too.
No, that's fine.
More content is better for us. But we've added in Logan and stuff before, but I thought Game of Thrones was just kind of too massive and too much of a spoiler thing to make people not want to watch it, like the entire thing.
Yeah, true.
That's got some weight to it.
I mean, not too much happened in this first episode.
Enough.
I can still hear myself echoing to the back of the house.
Did you hear where it got pirated over 90 million times?
Are you serious?
Yeah. And also broke HBO records.
Well, I know that.
But you know what it means, right? Like, people are watching it live, but then they're downloading it so they could show their friends and watch it again.
Dude, like, the last time I heard about The Walking Dead's premiere record, I think it was at like 17 million. That's on like regular cable.
Nuts.
How much did Game of Thrones do?
Game of Thrones did 16.
Holy fuck. Oh. Well, what else I'm playing is, Steins Gate Zero, Zodiac Age. I really love the Zodiac Age. Like, I really do. It's a lot of fun. The best port of Final Fantasy XII. A lot of things have gotten better. Some things are just as bad. Like the audio mixing is really bad in some the early parts of the game. But it gets better. And I'd have to say that it's kind of consumed my life for a little bit, and I've been meaning to go back to Transistor and finish that because I was playing that for a little bit. And I've got Kingdom Hearts 2 I want to play again. And I'm also playing Persona 1 on the side.
So how you like
Persona 1 I've got on the side. Transistor? It's fun. It's just... It's hard because I don't ever want to die and lose some of my shit. Because if I lose something of my shit, it throws off my whole battle plan. I did realize that, like, I forgot to put off...
all you have to do is just go back and get it, don't you?
No, for Transistor, you gotta like go to like a checkpoints, and every so often, like depending on how many checkpoints you visit, you get your shit back.
Yeah.
I'm sorry we got all this background and the noise in the background.
I mean,
it's okay.
You could close my door.
But we can't close the kitchen door. That's where it's coming from.
That makes way too much sense.
But yeah, what else we're doing as far as playing and watching? I'm trying to watch My First Girlfriend's a Gal. I hear that it's not faithful to the manga, but I still want to watch it because dim anime titties.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm thinking about watching that and then just watching whatever I missed last season because they're all out now, and I have time to kill. What about you, George?
Oh man.
Well, George just watched my Orphans.
Finished my playthrough of DMC4 Special Edition as Virgil, and I started to play through with Lady and Trish, but I'm also doing like Bloody Palace in the spare time. I might like stream a run of Bloody Palace, see how far I can get. I think 2/3 of the way through New Game Plus of P4G, and then I just bought Splatoon 2 today. And
yeah,
I mean, you saw me. I was fooling with the campaign for that.
He's having a good old time with it. It looks fun.
Having a grand old time.
It looks fun and manageable, not like a bad game. So,
Boomy. As far as what I'm watching,
yeah.
I'm starting Iron-Blooded Orphans. Y'all are welcome.
Oh wait, really? Wait, you mean you're starting or you started?
Starting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's started.
I'm starting that, and I need to continue My Hero.
I keep meaning to start My Hero Academia.
No, you should, and you also should tell us about how Steins Gate's going.
I'm still on episode 1.
On 2, you mean?
Yeah, 2. No, like the whole day yesterday, I was at this old lady's house programming 2 of her Fire Sticks. But her internet was so slow, doing 2 of them just took forever. Well, doing 1 of them still kind of took forever. I was there for like 5 hours. I got $20 though.
Hey.
So that was something. Just so you know, the 5 hours it took there, I did it at home today. It took me 20 minutes.
But tell me what you think about Steins Gate so far.
Oh, I like it so far.
Yeah, it gets better. Because, like, those first episodes, like, I won't lie, like, that first episode...
Yeah, the first episode was just kind of weird.
Yeah, in case you don't understand what's going on, but then it does, like, the setup really slowly. That's why I was like, I gotta read this instead of watching it. But then I went back and watched it, and I was like, all right, well, this works. It actually does a pretty faithful adaptation of the visual novel. But... yeah, I'm about to start watching more Death Note. I think it's still on Netflix, but I got through the first episode a while back. I like it. The English dub's fine. So I think I'll continue with that. Tell me, guys, like in the comments, if you think that the Japanese dub is better. I just don't want to make a decision.
Oh
and
yeah,
I think
it should
that's
be.
the reason I haven't watched it more.
Wait, of what? I blanked.
What do you mean? Yeah, Death Note.
Bro, watch the dub.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was feeling.
Hey,
like, no, don't get a 3rd, 4th, or 5th opinion. Just do it.
Yeah, just watch the dub.
Like, guaranteed.
Right.
Yeah,
it's like when someone asks you, "Do you watch Dragon Ball Z or Yu Yu Hakusho?" Japanese or dub? Just watch a dub.
Yeah, just watch
just do it. It's good. It's that good.
Yeah. George.
Mm-hmm.
At what point did you wish Death Note ended?
I heard this argument
that's
that
a good
halfway
question.
through.
Yeah, halfway through, and you know that halfway point.
Now, does the anime not stick with the manga, or is that how the manga actually ended?
I have no clue.
It does with a bit of like there are like some weird epilogue changes and there's some stuff to detail. All in all, the story is kind of the same, but it's not a disparity between anime and manga. It's you kind of go through the story and this really big thing happens, and you think,
oh,
well, okay, that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's the show. But
it just keeps going.
Yeah, for longer than you think it would keep going after something like that happens.
Oh, we're all right.
It's kind of like Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yeah.
Or Naruto.
Yeah.
Or Bleach.
Yeah.
Boy,
Look here, okay.
Stopped after the Soul Society arc.
Look, it didn't need to stop. Everything between that and the end, like a bunch of stuff between that and the end just needed to be taken out. Like there's a bunch of padding. You take out everything inconsequential and it would pace kind of nicely.
George, you were blinking in and out. It is bad.
Huh?
I said your voice is like blinking in and out on this chat.
Here. I think I might know the issue.
Yeah, that jailbroken Fire Stick had Cowboy Bebop, and I saw Fooly Cooley. I was like, oh wait, shit, is there anime on here?
Okay, how about that?
Yeah, Shellie. Yeah, that's much better actually.
Right.
I was like, yeah, Shellie, that it's pulling videos from across the
that,
web.
But you know, you don't always think of that.
So I want to talk about Wonder Woman next. What did you think about it? Because I haven't seen it. I really haven't seen it. And I want to.
I loved Wonder Woman. The whole like first act is amazing with the Amazons and everything. The island looks so fucking beautiful. And I really
like just scenery wise or like just direction wise?
Like, both. It's like the way it's shot. And you know it's in Italy. Like you can just tell it's in Italy.
Yeah. Or Greece, if God forbid.
But I love Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. I didn't expect to love Steve Trevor as much as I did, and I really liked their relationship to the point where I cried. I almost cried.
I'd like to spend my vacation at the library.
Oh God. Well, that was our obligatory Shelley's phone interrupts the cast. But yeah,
that was Nathan texting me asking me how long am I in town.
I'm not in town. I just told him I said I'm not in town.
Oh, he texted you too?
Yeah, he texted me at the same time. Hope he didn't see my Snapchat. I hope Tay didn't spoil the surprise.
He's probably watching.
I texted him, I'm not. For real.
Don't tell him that.
See, but he's gonna think we're both playing, and then he's gonna be disappointed when I'm not there. No, I was. He's like, you were. No, I wasn't.
He told me you were too. He's sending a group message. I said, nah. I'm sorry. We're trying to surprise my friend. He doesn't know that I'm here. Well, he does now, but I'm trying to tell him he doesn't. But yeah. What else about the movie did you like?
I Oh, I really like the whole World War One aspect of it because it really went into Gal's portrayal of Wonder Woman because she actually like really embodies like peace, hope, and like love and shit. I actually like really bought into it.
But she also kicks ass when necessary.
Yes.
She's not like just an asshole. Because I've always pictured Wonder Woman to be kind of an asshole.
I never once thought that she was an asshole in this movie.
Good. But then she's so bitter and wizened in B versus Superman.
It makes sense after you watch the movie. Because of what happens during World War One and everything.
That makes sense. World War One was pretty fucked up.
Yeah, they had like the trench warfare, the gas, chemicals, and shit. I mean, I knew who the final villain was, and I knew who was the final villain. But
who?
I still liked the reveal. It was sick.
Well, I don't know who the final villain is, but whatever. I don't know comic stuff, so it won't really affect me if you spoil me. But like, don't spoil the audience, I guess.
I mean, if you know like the little tiniest bit about if you've seen the 2009 animated movie, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. My God, Shellie, mute it for God's sake.
He said Taylor saw me in the drive-thru.
Taylor, why'd you ruin it?
Wait, what?
He said Taylor said that I was here.
I tell Brian's there, but I'm not.
I misinterpreted what you said, and I was about to get like kind of mad.
George doesn't matter.
Anyway, yeah. All in all, like, how high would you rate Wonder Woman?
8.5 to a 9, somewhere in there. Probably like, I don't know,
5 to a 9, really?
8.9. No, I said an 8.5 to a 9, somewhere in there.
Oh. I don't know. I really want to watch it just because
I'm never gonna give a movie a 10, like ever.
Is her
Really?
no that's perfectly acceptable. Is how do you say her last name? Is it Godot or Godot?
Godot.
Godot.
Oh my God.
It's Godot. She said you say
Is it really Godot?
No, she said you say it with the T. It's Godot.
It's Godot.
Godot.
It's not Godot.
Godot.
There you go, bro.
Godot.
Yeah, Godot.
No, you say the T, George. George,
I'll make it work.
Don't.
Anyway,
George, it's not French.
Don't.
here at C&C Bros, you can expect hard-hitting questions like how do you spell and say this actress's last name?
And how hooked are you on phonics?
Not very. In fact, I'd say at least 10%.
You remember those commercials for being hooked on phonics?
Yeah, because
And the entire
it's hooked on phonics.
The entire time, I was like, "What the hell is phonics?"
It's like Ebonics, but white.
Gadoto.
She's not Japanese.
Gadoto. I mean, I'm not wrong.
And she's so like goddamn gorgeous in this movie.
Shellie has a new waifu,
It's true.
and she's 3D. You traitor.
She speaks and everything.
You filthy normie.
Who you calling a normie?
I know.
There's,
I was like, I'm the last person who should be saying that.
like there's a scene in the movie where they're going to London, but they're going by boat, and it's night and it's freezing and everything. So Wonder Woman, she's just laying over there, and Steve Trevor, he's like just kind of going to the other side. She's like, "Oh, you don't want to sleep with me?" He's like, "No, no, well, no."
Well, you see, the Zuba and the Boo.
That's like one of the best scenes in the movie. It's like a 5-minute long scene.
It's a minute long scene.
5 minutes.
Damn.
So yeah,
I just wanted to see how long we could have dead air before someone said something. I was like, how long can I keep this pregnant pause going? But yeah, next topic. I'm going to talk about D23. So we saw like 3 things at D23, and goddamn if I can't remember any of them besides Kingdom Hearts. We got Star Wars Battlefront 2 got showcased again. It was more of a technical. It was more of the technical aspect of it, like behind the scenes, and they kind of announced that they like had like the voice actress that does like the main lady in the campaign. I don't remember her name, but it looked really cool. They had Childish Gambino or whatever his actual name is. I don't remember. I just know it's Childish Gambino. Yeah, Donald Glover, is that his name?
Yeah, that's the music that I was playing earlier.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he was out there. I didn't know his name. I forgot. I blanked.
So what, he was out there for the... What was he out there for?
Star Wars Battlefront 2. He was talking about... he came from The Last Jedi.
Isn't he in the Han Solo movie?
No.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Finn's in the Han Solo movie?
That's not Finn, bro.
Oh my.
Okay, well, now he thinks all black people look alike.
I'm confused.
Obviously.
Oh, great.
Wait,
now all black people
that's what it was. He was supposed to be the Han Solo film. He wasn't in fucking Force Awakens. All right. This wasn't Childish Gambino then. I got those completely confused then. I'm so sorry.
You got one black guy confused with the other black guy?
Yes, Shellie, I got that stereotypical confusion, but not for the reasons you think.
One's like hella darker than the other.
Yeah, one's like
I haven't seen either of their faces in a while, but anyway,
How long
I really
does it have to be?
Shut up! Shut up! Let me talk.
When was the last time you saw Beyonce, and why would you get her confused with Rihanna?
That only wouldn't happen because I know that Rihanna has like those like really shadowy eyes.
And those other defining facial features, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know anything else, but her eyes are the only thing that I really remember about Rihanna. And that she usually has short hair. George is having a heart attack.
So, like, when you walk in the room with your parents, do you recognize them at first, or you just look at the hair and go, "Yeah, that's probably mom"? Yeah, that's how it goes. Actually,
At least
I see someone from behind, and I'm just like, "That looks like my dad," and it's not my dad. I'm like, "Oh well, I was wrong."
That's how Finding Nemo went.
I've actually done that like 3 times out in the road, thinking I see my dad driving in a truck beside me, but it's actually not him.
Oh, it's not my dad.
Yeah, it's sad, isn't it? But no, like, I really did remember that, like, Childish Gambino was supposed to be in one of the movies, but I think I got, like, my brain, like, did, like, mental gymnastics and thought that he was in Force Awakens and that was the guy who I was. Okay, it makes sense now. Finn was out there, whatever his actor's name is, at the Star Wars thing at D23. And he like was like, yeah, I just came from the Last Jedi panel, yada yada yada, posters, yada yada yada. And the gameplay still looks good, but they didn't show anything like brand spanking new. What else was out there? I can't remember what the second thing was because there's only like 3 things that they announced. Oh, it was Marvel. They were talking about that new Marvel
And
VR
VR?
stuff, which it looks like a shitty VR game, but I guess it works for VR. It's kind of like Overwatch, except you can only play as like 3 characters, like the Hulk, Rocky Raccoon, and like I think Captain Marvel.
Why would I want to be the Hulk in VR?
Exactly.
Oh goodness.
And Markiplier was up there, and he's like, "Yeah, we spent like an hour and a half like trying to break the game." He was like, they only showed like 5 minutes of footage, and like, we were in there for the booth for like an hour, like trying to like absolutely destroy this game, and he said that was the best part. And let's see, they announced something else. They showed some Spider-Man stuff, and they were talking about it, and like how they wanted to show off this new part of Spider-Man and like the comics, and what then like that was close to the comics, but it's also its own thing. And they were like, yeah, he's been like web slinging in this new game for like 5 years, so he's not like, it's not like you're going through like the tutorial stages, like, oh, Peter Parker just got his powers. There's actually been a significant amount of time passed, and yada yada. And he's like, yeah, he's pretty smart. He already knows how to use his powers, so that's what we wanted to put across.
No tutorial, just throw you in, just boom, just there you go.
It's not
Nothing.
like every other Spider-Man game we've ever played. But yeah. And they had like this other like for Star Wars they announced like they have like a augmented reality battle chess, like that stuff that you see in like A New Hope, where the monsters are like killing each other. It's actually augmented reality stuff, but you have to have your own separate headset for it or whatever. I don't know how that works. I might be wrong on that. Don't quote me on it. But I was like, that seems like a lot of work just to play some friggin' chess, when I could just, play chess with something else, like a chessboard.
People will do it though.
No, of course they'll do it, because it's Star Wars.
Exactly.
And they also announced like a new game. They're like, we're going to announce this, and this is what's coming out soon. And they didn't even show any gameplay footage. The teaser reveal trailer was literally just the logo.
So
after like a 10-second thing.
Was that the Star Wars game that's being written by Amy Hennig?
Yeah, I think that's what it is, maybe.
No,
maybe it wasn't. I don't know. There's something. It was something. I'd have to go through.
Forever.
I don't think that was it. I think it was something else that they were like, yeah, we're going to do this, but it's like a VR or some kind of thing. Jedi powers. No, it was like Jedi tricks or whatever. It was a VR experience, I think. It was like you could do all those Jedi exercises, and they didn't show any gameplay footage of it, but they like hyped the hell out of it for like 4 minutes, and then they showed nothing. And I was like, okay, well, good job. You've wasted my time.
It sounds like something a Star Wars fan would be excited for. Something stupid.
I mean, they did release Star Wars Connect.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw shots at Star Wars too. I think Star Wars is incredibly stupid.
I mean, that's your opinion.
It's extremely overrated.
I mean, that's your opinion. See, I don't really like Star Wars that much, but I really do like it, though. Like, I genuinely like it, but I'm not like...
You like it or not?
Like, I like playing Battlefront 2. Like, that was my favorite.
Is that the extent of how much you love Star Wars as Battlefront 2?
No, I like the movies and all, but it's like I recognize that they're not that great, especially the prequels. And I recognize that like beyond like the movies and like the video games that I played, like I'm not really that invested in the universe. So I'm a casual fan. Like
sounds like you just like first-person shooters.
Yeah,
not like me.
Which I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, it's like I'm just a casual fan of the franchise, but it's not like I'm fucking obsessed with it. Not like Kingdom Hearts, which coincidentally is what we're talking about next.
Has no Star Wars in it.
You already know, dude.
No, it doesn't, because it already is. Seriously, draw the parallels. Do it.
It doesn't because what?
I don't know.
What did he say? Because he blinked out.
All I know is if Kingdom Hearts 3 has a gargoyles level, I will buy it day one.
They're talking about DLC, so hell, they might.
I was saying that it doesn't have to include Star Wars because it already is. I dare you to draw the parallels.
Oh, it's
They're there.
Birth by Sleep. Birth by Sleep is Star Wars. It's
Yeah.
Revenge of the Sith, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Final Fantasy 12 is fucking Star Wars.
See, I ain't need to know all that.
No, I knew it. Like I knew it the second I fucking played it.
No,
like
not
4 years ago.
not. I ain't even know all that. I didn't
Exactly.
need to know all that.
Exactly. But yeah, so D23 rolled around and we got a new KH3 trailer, which is what everybody was watching for. Everybody in that room was watching for D23. For KH3. And they saved it for last because they knew that would be the drawer. And they opened up with like the original trailer, and I won't lie, I was like, either they fucked up or they're shitting with me. And they were shitting with me. Because they showed that first, and then they brought Nomura out, and he's like, this man's wearing fucking like shorts and a hoodie. And I was like, I love you so much. He does not give a flying fuck.
My man said dressed like Sora.
Yeah. That honestly what it reminded me of, because he doesn't care. Like, he just does his own thing, and I have to respect that about a creator. And he was talking, and he had his translator there, and she was nice, and she's like, yeah, we've been working on this stuff for a while, and just like, oh, you should really look forward to it. We've had a lot of fun developing this, and we've been having like a close relationship with Disney on this, which they really have, as is apparent. But they rolled the new trailer, and we got to see more of Olympus, and Sora fighting a few bosses, which, by the way, like, giant enemies in this game, like fighting with Sora against giant enemies is going to be so much fun. I can already tell that those are going to be some of the more fun fights. But then we got to see Toy Story. That was the big reveal. The new world is Toy Story. It's the first time they've ever had a CG Pixar film in a Kingdom Hearts game. And I don't know why it looks so good, but that world looks fucking beautiful. Like, exactly like the movies. Like, I cannot tell the difference unless you look at Sora. That's when you can tell it's a game. And I wonder if it's because Toy Story was CG to begin with, so it was just easier for them to like adapt to the engine, or if it's because they worked with the Pixar people really closely.
Well, I mean, Brian, just look at all other games now, like Ratchet and Clank, and other platformers. They look like Pixar games. It's not hard anymore.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And I even read an article, like a follow-up interview, that said that like the team at Pixar was actually genuinely surprised with the Square Enix team, like how faithfully they recreated like the models of everybody. They're like, this looks exactly like our work. What the fuck happened? But Nomura was like, yeah.
That Crystal Tools, that's what happened.
That Unreal Engine 4, that's not the Luminous engine, which can forever suck the under shaft of my dick.
Wow. That was mean.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Alan. What did that engine personally do to you?
15.
Hey, that was a 10 out of 10.
Failure?
No.
Disappointment. Anyway,
it's not fair to judge it as a game because it's not finished
yet.
Still not finished.
Some stuff got added, like to chapter 13 after the episode Prompto had released, and I can only imagine that we're gonna get more to kind of help.
So we gotta wait till everything comes out.
Yeah.
And then they'll let go of it, and they'll like not talk about Final Fantasy 16 for 7 years, and then we'll get that, and it'll all be cool. But yeah, me and Alexis were watching, and then we watched the combat outside. The worlds are fucking huge. Like, you could go. It showed them going up on the roof of Andy's house, and then Sora just jumped off the fucking roof into the pavement. And into the grass and stuff, and I don't know how big the worlds are, but like just from that one like screen, like that area and that arena was so fucking huge. I won't even call it an arena because that implies that there's like very little boundaries. Like it's a room, definitely, but there's a lot of exploration of Kingdom Hearts back in here, because back in the day with one, like it was a platformer kinda, but the platformer was really shitty. But you could at least find some secrets and stuff, and you could like move around and find like hidden areas and whatnot. And there was a sense of like I don't know exactly where I'm going, but I can find out if I keep like wandering around. It's the same thing, kind of like that Dream Drop Distance kind of got started with their big areas, except they've pushed it to like the nth degree, and so now it kind of works even better. Kingdom Hearts though isn't one of those that ever needs to be open world though. It can't be by definition, so that's a good thing. But I really do appreciate like all the combat options that we have. I'm kind of worried that like there's like a surefire way to cheese the game and not keep it too balanced. And I was watching a few videos from Bizkit, like shout out to Bizkit. I think 427 or whatever it is, 47. Whatever, go find him. He's a speedrunner for Kingdom Hearts. I was watching some of his stuff, and he said some of the combos look really floaty and like they're not safe to pull off if you want to like not get killed at higher levels of difficulty. But I don't know. It's still an early demo essentially, and a display.
I believe it.
And it looks and
it's
also like
to try to break.
But like they'll fine tune it and they'll probably speed up the combos, and this is probably just for display purposes, and it's not the final product by any means. And also, it looked like they weren't doing any damage to any of the enemies in the fucking trailer. Because I was watching Sora's damage output, I was like, he's not doing dick, except for like his finishers. Like they really toned him down just for the purpose of like showing off like what he can actually do. But I like how I think they're calling it athletic flow. It's a natural upgrade from flow motion. That looks really good. But I'm wondering if it's because they're saying it's only available in certain areas and that you can't use it as freely as flow motion, which that was kind of fun about flow motion, but it did break the game a little bit.
Yeah.
And you couldn't really it broke the platforming.
Yeah, I was thinking, especially on the 3DS version where stuff like you could clip through anything if you just ask for it.
Yeah. Like it really did break the platforming. But the thing that like they said that they hurt the most was that like in combat, like it was really hard to implement because you didn't know what you should do because you had so many options and people ended up just ignoring it really.
Yeah.
For the most part, and I get that. Because I only ever use like the dive down and the spin attacks, like if I wanted to get away and save my ass in DDD. But I really do appreciate like the effort they're taking to like implement all these good things. I still don't like attraction flows. They've made an announcement in an interview that they're random. You can't control which one you get. You just kind of have to fulfill like certain conditions, and then you get one. They're like reaction commands, and you just get one, and it's like, okay, well, whatever you get, you get. So that can easily be like a shitter, or a gooder in a combat situation.
Oh, okay, a gooder.
A gooder. I didn't know what to follow up with that, so I just went with the path of least resistance.
Oh my goodness, he is so busted now. I love it.
What are you talking about?
I'm watching footage from SDCC of MVC Infinite, which that's kind of off subject, but I'd talk about that when you're done if you want, actually. So just
go ahead. Well, yeah, go ahead after, but
yeah.
No, and I like all the combat options. I still don't like attraction flow just as a matter of principle, but I guess if it's something that I don't have to cram down my throat, as long as it's balanced and it's not bullshitty.
Yeah.
But I'm that's not how I'm about to play my game. Keyblade transformation seems like they're the new drive forms, essentially. which I'm down with. But once again, as long as they're not like super spammable, and as long as that you can like, if you could like turn them off, like you know how you can like well, drive forms, you could just like not use drive forms to begin with, but you can manually activate them. Keyblade transformations kind of work like command styles, it seems. As long as you could turn off like the option of like having them activate like from the menu, that would be perfect. Because sometimes you just don't want to use something like that. You just want to stick to normal combos. And having the temptation to use like a transformation that's going to be really shitty to you, depending on what Keyblade you're using, like that could fuck with you. I realize. So as long as you have the option to like not use them, I'm okay, and actually turn them off before combat ensues. But Sora got into a giant robot, like, you know, whatever. I don't fucking give a shit. Like that's the one part of the trailer I was like, okay, well, that's just a gimmick, and it's nothing but a gimmick. But you can still fight them without.
Know, man.
Well, they just added it. They
I like
said,
Kingdom Hearts Evangelion.
They said they just added it to show like you could do anything in here. You have so many options. I was like, great, but that's not how I want to play my game. But I liked that they showed off that you could still fight the robots and not be in a robot, and that it's feasible to fight them without a robot. So that's good. Perfectly acceptable. Story.
I'm spamming the call chat.
They should put Beyblades in there. Wait, what'd you say, George?
I was saying I was spamming like.
No, I see. I'm looking at it. But no, as far as story content goes from the trailer, it's pretty standard. They're not going to give away shit, but they gave enough of a nugget to give like some context to the worlds, which that's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the end of the trailer, the big thing is that we got a release year, which I kind of expected a release date, and we got a release year, so that's fine. It makes more sense that they didn't give a month.
Yeah, because it's gonna be delayed into 2019.
No, it won't. They're gonna do their absolute damnedest not to now, because George and I were talking about this earlier. It's been 13 years since Kingdom Hearts 2. That fits in with the fucking Kingdom Hearts mythology of like, or whatever, of 13 years or whatever.
For everything.
They fucking, there's 13 letters in the title. They have an obsession with the number 13. And I know that Nomura, like, he even said it in an interview too. He's like, yeah, we were planning on releasing it about around this time, around 2018 or so. So he fucking planned it. He knew he was going to take about 5. He fucking planned for it to be in 5 years of development.
No, he didn't.
He said he did. And I believe him. But he did say
that because you white people believe him.
I think it's just white people, Shellie.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, he also he kind of disclosed like a few things about like there were a few delays in development. He said that they didn't get. He said they lost about a year or so because they had to do an engine switch because they were doing it like on the Luminous engine, or whatever it was. And I'm glad that they switched it because this looks so much better. He said, yeah, they started out in that, but higher ups at Square were like, yeah, go to the Unreal 4. And that honestly makes a lot of sense because the Luminous engine sucks. Because even 15 still had problems optimizing fights because the engine was not working for them, but they were locked into it. So I'm glad they did it when they did it, but they said that they lost about a year worth of development because they had to start from scratch with a new engine.
Then that means it would have came out this year.
Whatever.
See? He didn't plan it.
Anyway, it worked out, though.
Besides, it's going to get delayed again. It doesn't matter.
Does anybody ever plan anymore? I feel like nobody does.
If it gets delayed, it'll only be about by a month or so. So
they just have to not release it in December because
if they release it in November, like every other KH game, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
If it gets delayed,
if they do December, then it has to be delayed by a month. Well, kind of got no choice.
But yeah, so we got the 2018. I'm really excited. This is like a big deal for everybody who's a fan. Because we've literally been waiting for this game for 13 years, and it's kind of disgusting. But temper your expectation, guys. Like that's something that I have to keep telling myself. You really have to temper your expectations because you've been fantasizing about this game for years and years and years. You've been wanting it to be a certain thing. It's not going to be that thing. What you're seeing is what you're getting, and you need to like calm down with the expectations. That's something every KH fan needs to be telling themselves. And I kind of got sad in my car the other day because I was thinking about it. I was like, wow, this is like when Naruto ended, but it's going to be hitting me like 10 times worse when KH ends because it's going to be like it's going to be the end of like an absolute part of my childhood, like something that really got me back into gaming at all.
The thing is not going to end yet. They're going to milk it for another 20 games.
Yeah, George, but it's not going to be the same. So
I can't wait for Kingdom Hearts 3.5.
End of that
dark before Kingdom Hearts 3.
But yeah,
it does look great though, all things considered.
No, it looks fantastic, and they've done a good job of doing what they've done. And props to Square. You did something right for once.
So when's it going to be on the Switch?
They said maybe, but they also talked about like making an enhanced version for the Xbox One, which makes me think that they're going to release a really shitty, watered down version for the Xbox One and then like re-release it again.
It'll be like the Tony Hawk games where every port gets like a whole bunch of weird stuff done to it.
Yeah. But I don't know like the exact, because they were just talking about the possibility of it, but that kind of clues me in that like the Xbox One is not going to be the optimal place to experience this game.
I want my Fire Emblem Keyblade.
But they are still doing an Xbox One port, so whatever.
Let me get that PC port so I can replace everybody with Persona models.
It'll be like Grand Theft Auto modding.
Yeah, well.
With Pooh Bear. All I can think of is that him coming in with a bat. Anyway. But yeah, that's it for D23 because that was literally everything. Star Wars looks good. Don't give a fuck about Marvel, except for the Spider-Man game, which even then, whatever.
What? Hold up. Woo. Woo, you stop that.
I'll buy it, but I'm not like, ooh, about it. You know what I mean?
I am.
I mean, that's fine. I'm just not. Like, I'm not, like, it's going to take some convincing for me. I need to see more of it. Because I haven't played a Spider-Man game since Spider-Man.
Shows Black Cat one time. Brian's all in.
Yeah. Yeah. I would. I would 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, next topic. What was that? I forgot
One Piece live action.
Yeah. So why? That's my first question. Like, why? Like,
that's the move, man. That's the move.
Is it going to be Japanese? Because I heard Hollywood.
Oh god.
One of the articles.
Nah, if it said Hollywood, it's not going to be Japanese.
Nope.
Let me look at the anime news article.
I remember it saying Hollywood.
Yeah, I do too, and I was like, I don't like where this is going.
I mean, if it's not made in Japan, it's not going to look cheap as shit, I guess.
But it's also not going to be good, Shellie.
That's not necessarily true. Americans made Young Justice.
That's an awful argument.
Americans also made Dragon Ball Evolution.
But Americans also made Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra. See, these
Americans
are all
also made
made
The Last Airbender.
Oh shit, you're right.
Americans
no, that was an Indian.
made...
No, that was an Indian guy who lived in America.
They also made. So I don't think you got a lot of weight here, my dude.
Americans also made Steven Universe.
Americans also made Teen Titans Go.
I already said that.
But Americans made Teen Titans.
But Americans like SAO.
Oh, fuck, you're right.
That was not where I was expecting that to go.
All right, George, you win.
Yeah, it's live action Hollywood TV shows. Let me read this article. The One Piece 20th anniversary event revealed on Friday that Tomorrow Studios, a partnership between producer Marty Aldestein, Prison Break, Teen Wolf, and ITV Studios, will produce a live-action Hollywood television show adaptation of Ichiro Oda's One Piece manga. Tomorrow Studios is also producing a live-action television series of an adaptation of Cowboy Bebop. The One Piece manga centers on Monkey D. Luffy. We already know this shit.
So these are the same people doing the Bebop one.
Yep.
Okay.
Same studio. So if one sucks, you can best damn believe the other one will.
Okay, wait. What'd you say, Brian? I couldn't hear you.
I said if one sucks, you can best believe that the other one damn will.
Before that.
But the studio that's doing Cowboy Bebop live action is doing One Piece.
Okay. I didn't know we were getting a Cowboy Bebop live action.
Oh yeah.
You didn't? Yeah, this has been a while ago. At least 2 months.
Can we not get that?
No, we're getting both of them. We're getting both of them for the price of.
Can we not get that?
Whatever else. I mean, Cowboy Bebop will be a little bit easier to implement.
Oh,
because that's not a Japanese
easier
show.
to do.
We could just not get One Piece.
No, all you have to do is do 26 episodes.
Aren't they still making that Naruto live-action American movie?
I have no clue.
Whoa, what?
You didn't hear about that like years ago?
I heard about the Broadway show.
Let's just assume that's not happening. Are they still doing that Pokemon live-action movie?
Yeah.
You lying?
Yeah.
Nah.
No, it was that Detective Pikachu shit that they're doing.
God, I want to see that. I would much rather just see someone going around as a Pokemon trainer.
Danny DeVito, let's go.
It won't be Danny DeVito.
I already know it won't be, but just imagine.
Just like Terry Crews is in Doomfist.
It's fine. He'll be someone else.
He'll be in Crackdown.
Let Tyrion let Peter Dinklage go around being a Pokemon trainer.
What would he have? What would his Pokemon be? Quick.
Oh, I don't know. Some type of lion Pokemon because, Lannister.
Oh, I was going to say Muck so he can use nothing but minimize.
Oh.
That was uncalled for.
I'm sorry, I made a joke. Anyway, but yeah, I don't really feel that way. Anyway, that actually would be a good topic. We could pick like a random list of actors and like actually give them Pokemon or anime characters.
We did that one time with who would be cast in the like Metal Gear Solid movie.
I'm talking about what Pokemon they would start with, not who would fit in what role.
I know. I'm just saying that's still a good that's still a good thing to go over.
That's true.
Beyonce would definitely pick Charmander.
Because she's on fire.
Yeah, she's fierce.
Yep. Somebody did that one time in like a Tumblr post. They like drew a bunch of people out and like gave them starters and a team.
And like, yeah, the team setting ones I've seen before. Lady Gaga had like fucking psychic ass types.
Get like Gothic Hell and Fair with that. Something fashion obscurity.
Yeah, you're blinking out really bad, George. Talking in the kitchen.
How is Brian there with you, but Brian's not blinking in and out?
I don't know. I think it's just George's computer. Or where he's at.
I believe it.
Where's the internet at?
Filling on my RAM. It's in the living room.
Internet's everywhere.
It surrounds us. It binds us. It penetrates us.
Oh goodness. I still got like 5 programs open though, and I'm watching a video.
And you got someone watching anime in the living room.
Mm-hmm.
What are they watching?
My Hero Academia. The thing you should be watching.
I know someone came on that IGN group earlier this week, and they were like, "Should I watch Yu Yu Hakusho?"
I was like, yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Just be like, no.
That's like
No, don't do it.
That's like asking if you should put on a condom while you're having sex. I mean, you don't have
Yeah.
to.
I mean, maybe not the best example, but I do see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Regardless.
I don't know how this live action thing is going to go. Like, how many episodes are they going to adapt? Like, do you even think it'll be renewed?
Just
How
do
would they
One
even?
Piece. Oh wait, One Piece. Just do 1,000 something.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Just do a chapter an episode, and a chapter for an hour-long episode, and it'll be just about the same.
One chapter for an hour-long episode.
Exactly. They could probably do. I'm wondering how they would do the arcs because, like, they wouldn't do that.
No,
shit.
no. I'm not even wondering how they do the arcs. I'm wondering how they would do the powers.
Kate Sith, you're tangled. Kate Sith, you're tangled in my. Okay, there we go.
How do
I'm
you?
sorry.
It's a TV show, right? How do you do the gum fruit? How do you do the chop fruit?
How do you do that and make it look good?
I mean, how do you do crocodile?
What if they market it?
Crocodile's easy. That's just fucking CG, like pure CG.
Yeah.
It's sand. Like, it's stretching a dude's arm out and making it look good.
You saw Space Jam.
Yeah, but this dude controls sand everywhere.
All you ain't got to make him do is do sobbles.
just do that the whole time.
Sparta.
We have a budget.
What will
It
their
don't have to
budget
be.
like?
They'd have to give it like the Game of Thrones budget.
I was about to say, watch it be on HBO.
Yeah, I was like, to get an actual budget.
They build an actual ship. They go on the water.
Oh my goodness.
The Thousand Sunny. It'll be right after Game of Thrones. So after you see all that death and destruction, you see fucking Frankie's nipple lights.
What if they market it to a different audience and they just end up adapting the 4Kids dub?
Hey, you know how Sesame Street's on HBO now?
Yeah.
You get through watching that, and then One Piece comes on, and then they do the Brooke episode with Bink Sake.
Yeah. And then you get to the part where someone gets nuked and survives.
Oh.
How do you do Chopper? How do you do Brooke?
Oh God, how do you do Chopper? Brooke's easy. You just have to have someone who's a skeleton.
Hey, Poyo.
We need to go see Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah, y'all do.
Oh, you already saw it?
Twice.
How was it?
Damn,
Really good.
you should have told me you had.
I
would've
still-
gone with you.
I still got some I got a little bit of beef with it, but it's still like really good.
Well, what's the beef?
Tom Holland got a baby face, man. Like I can't help it. It's a
Yeah, he's
It's a
got
pet peeve.
face. He's like
Like-
20.
my man's looking fairly young, and I'm like,
Yeah, that's why they chose Tom Holland.
I know.
Because he's an awkward little piece of shit.
No, they chose
Yeah.
him because he looks young.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's an awkward piece of shit.
Just like Brian.
Yeah, just like Brian. Hey,
I'm just
Wait a
tripping
minute.
because it's like I'm trying to figure out the timeline and this and that because like just the beginning of the movie alone kind of like it doesn't throw you for a loop, but they hit you with a preface and then it's like, hey, time skip, and like, wait, what? But if this happened and so why is and maybe that's just because I haven't been watching like all of the MCU movies. Maybe I would get a bit more exposition if I did that, but like I feel like I shouldn't need that, you know what I mean?
No, that's your own fault.
Oh, really? So that's my fault that I ain't take watch all the rest of these
Yeah.
for one thing. For one thing
Yeah.
that could have been
Yeah, because you don't understand what's going on, so it's your
Could have been-
responsibility as a
could have-
fan to consume everything.
That could have been
It's just like
glossed
people
over
that bitch about.
in a
It's
sentence.
like people that bitch
In a
about
single
like
sentence.
fucking that fucking Kingdom Hearts. They can't understand anything because they didn't play any of the games, but they didn't want to, even though it was in the games for them to play. Like I was like, all right, well, it's your responsibility as a fan to at least read up. It's not our fucking like
The
make a
lapses.
5-hour like recap episode for fucking Kingdom Hearts so that you understand what the fuck's going on. So
But I'm
you
likely
should-
to believe that the lapse in time didn't even have anything to do with the other films. I felt like it was just shoehorned in there. It could have, it could not have. I don't know because they didn't explain properly. And that though, like everything was really cool. Everything was really hella. Like it's a really good movie. Like that one bit of confusion because like I hate being confused about.
How was
Maybe
Zendaya?
like a little.
I was Aunt
Say
May.
what, Shelly?
How was Zendaya?
Yeah. How is Zendaya?
Yeah. In the movie.
He's asking you, George.
Huh?
He's asking you.
How? Oh, how is Zendaya? Okay, I thought you said how is and they, and it was like, yeah, sure, totally.
Yeah.
yeah. Nah, I
Yeah.
was agreeing with you for no reason.
Sure am, Eddie.
Man, I'm 3/4 down this cup, but nah, I really like her in the movie. It's like they already told us who she was before the movie, but then you watch the movie and then you're like, really? Like, she's still really good if you take out of context who she's supposed to be, because it's like, then you remember and it's like, oh, well.
So who's she supposed to be?
Hot.
You say hot?
Yeah.
Do you think she's hot, Brian?
I don't really know what she looks like, so I don't know. I can't think of her face.
It's too black for you?
What? Is she black? Who are we
Brian,
talking about? Are we talking about
Get out of my house.
are we talking about the girl who's supposed to be Mary Jane or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's pretty.
Oh, is she Mary Jane?
Yeah.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Damn.
Well, see what I mean? It's like she's great in the movie, but once you take out of context who she's supposed to be, but then you remember who she is, and then you're like, oh well.
How disappointing.
I saw a bird. It was
What's
pretty.
pretty?
Kick its ass.
And not even to say that the fact that that's her character is a bad thing, but you would assume she did more, but not really.
Nah.
What?
I said nah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't see her character as much as you
In
think you do.
any Marvel movie so far, has any love interest actually done anything?
No.
Exactly.
I mean, there was that one.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though.
Wait, do
I'm
Black
gonna let you
Widow
watch
and the
it.
Hulk count?
I'm gonna let you watch it. Like,
Dude, I don't even count the
Black
Incredible
Widow-
Hulk.
because
Wait, what?
what?
Do Black Widow and the Hulk count?
They're main characters.
But they're love interests.
Anyway, Shelly, it'll make more sense. Like, I'll make more sense when you see it. There's not too much I can say without having to be like, well, in the movie,
It's fine.
this, and that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. So let's talk about our last topic for the night. Fairy tale. It's coming to an end, and we should send it off by remembering our favorite moments and our least favorite moments, and where the series went wrong, and what it went right with. I don't want to go first.
I think my favorite part was when they were fighting Gajil's guild. I can't remember what they were called though.
Black something.
Was that one not Raventail? That wasn't Raventail, was it?
Shit, I think that was like around episode 30 or 40.
That was
He was somewhere in there.
at the mighty. Hold on, I'm gonna look for it. I can't remember his last name.
Yeah, I think my favorite moment, personally, was the entirety of like the Tenrojima arc, because that's when I started taking it like really seriously. Because before I was just like, whatever, it's just typical fantasy adventure. Like I'm lighthearted, and then I actually started taking things seriously in the Tenrojima arc because the stakes have been raised, and I think that's where the fights were the most fun for me. And also the comedy wasn't that big of a deal, and there's a lot of mystery surrounding the arc. And I think after that, it just kind of like it immediately after Tenrojima, it was like, woo, like just went down the shitter.
That's the island. Right?
Yeah, that's where they like fought Acnologa for the first time, right before the time skip.
You like bodied everything.
I would even say before then because I didn't like the fights during that arc.
See, I love the fights during that arc.
No, because they were all
They were a lot of fun. Well, they were fun. They were like the perfect amount of bullshit, but like good bullshit. But I won't lie. Like the Gajil and Natsu fight was really good.
It was like it was like in there with Gajuel and Natsu, and also whenever they went to go fight Loxus, like right there, that was like the best parts.
Yeah, that was a really good fight. The arc too. I like that arc where it was Loxus trying to take over the guild. That one was really interesting too, and it showed a different group dynamic. Back when being an S-class wizard meant something.
Yeah, back when that shit meant something. Power levels are bullshit.
Yeah. Like, and it's kind of sad too because, like I said, guys, like if you're still listening, like there are fairy tale spoilers here.
Fairy
like,
tales.
very, very recent spoilers.
That's what Hiro Mashima is.
So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, Acnologia got one-shotted.
I called it a whole year ago.
Yeah, like he got one shot at the hell. Like it was so, and it was like the perfect kind of bullshit one shot too, because it was like people were praying for him on the outside, people were giving him his energy on the inside, and Natsu's like got like a giant fucking fist made out of dragon, essentially. Like it was perfect, and he like blew off like fucking Acnologia's organs, I assume, because they didn't show that part, but like they showed a panel of back when Acnologia like ripped off like Ignil's like entire right side, including his arm. And so we assume that's what happened to him, but they couldn't show it because it's too graphic and it's a human, because Hiro Mashima. But I mean, yeah, it's bullshit. And it's lazy. And I realized that, like, you had a 5-chapter deadline, but, like, really, like, you could have, like, done any kind of number of, like, structure to the fight, and you didn't have to go with everybody tag teams him, but no one can land a solid punch, but then all of a sudden someone, like, gets a power up from all of their friends, and then they kill him in one hit. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's almost like self-satire at this point.
It's perfect storytelling, Brian.
It's
Oh,
great.
hi, Bleach.
Did you say hi, Bleach?
Yep.
Great.
I know what I'm about.
And I'll go ahead and say, like, I liked the Tartarus arc a lot in Fairy Tail. I think that was I take that back. What I said about Tenrajima, Tartarus was like the last arc that I was actually really invested in for the last half, because the fights in there were pretty good. Not gonna lie, like, especially Mard Gear's fight. Like, I loved him as a villain. He was a lot of fun. And then he died, and then he never came back, and I was really sad. But all in all, like, Fairy Tail, like, it was fun in the beginning when I didn't know what it was supposed to be, and I was kind of blissfully unaware. But as time went on, and, like, I saw, like, the memes and stuff, and, like, I actually paid attention to, like, the patterns and whatnot, it became really obvious that this was a series that, like, had a lot of potential, but it stopped trying because it became, like, a serialization. Like, it was nothing but just word vomit and, like, fan service. And it's fine for that, I guess, but if you want something serious and highly enjoyable, like, I wouldn't recommend it. You could just, because it is highly enjoyable to, like, a certain audience, but, I think it's easily consumable, like Twinkies or something, and they're not good for you, and neither is this, but, it's there, and it has its good moments, it has its good parts, but at the end of the day, it's just a fucking, like, cream-filled bun. So that's my take on it. My favorite character is probably, I'd have to say Loxus, or Gray, because they always had the most interesting storylines, I feel like, and lines and fights.
My favorite's Lucy, because she's obviously the main character.
She is.
Obviously.
She absolutely is. Like, she absolutely is the main character of the series. And I guarantee the chapter will end, the series will end from her perspective and not Natsu's.
It doesn't matter whose perspective it ends from. That doesn't mean that they're the main character.
Yes, it does, because Lucy's the main character, so it'll be through her perspective. It started with her, it ended with her. It'll end with her.
So in Game of Thrones, it started with Ned Stark. Who's the main character?
Ned Stark. But yeah, George, tell us what you think about Fairy Tail, because you're the biggest fan here.
Excuse you?
You're the biggest fan here.
By what measure?
You are the biggest Fairy Tail fan here.
How so?
Juvia.
The biggest.
I love.
I'm the biggest Juvia fan. Yeah, I'll take that. I don't know, Brian. Are you still reading?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
okay, I'm not.
Never mind. Right. Yeah, you're the biggest Fairy Tail fan here.
I told you I stopped.
That doesn't make me a fan. That just makes me. I like dumpster fires.
Yeah, but George doesn't even read it.
Yeah, but he's gonna.
Then I'll go back and check out all the stuff I'm in. Honestly, I'm not even convinced I'm gonna do that now. Now that you've kind of like, you showed me Urza in the style of Kenpai with little effort.
Yeah, you're blinking out real bad.
Yeah, I know it. And that Acnologia gets one-shotted, so...
I could show you the fucking panel. I'll pull it up right now.
No, don't. You don't have to.
No, we don't have to see it.
Like, outside
of a...
Cool. Picture it.
Outside of an epilogue, what is there for me to return to?
Tits?
I can look those up online.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I guess if we're being fair, to give it the same chance I gave Bleach, like I'll go back and read everything down and see how I feel about it in the end. But my opinion of it really kind of changed over time, and admittedly, I stuck around for Juvia.
So where'd your opinion change?
Eileen,
This
when
fuck's
I
Eileen.
whatever her name is, Urza's mom, big
Aileen.
sister,
Oh, yeah.
aunt, Aileen.
That was like 2 months ago.
It was like 4
Exactly.
months ago.
That's when my opinion changed.
That's when your opinion changed.
Huh?
Mother.
Mother. But yeah, when that whole thing was going on and she pulled like a part 6 JoJo's and moved a bunch of stuff around and everything, and stuff just you could feel that stuff was just kind of starting to drag out from there.
I agree.
Like it's coming to a head, you know, Zerafin, and you know, we were gonna get to like, I don't know, we're gonna read some, you know, climactic fights here and there. We're gonna come to a head. Everything was gonna end, and everything was probably gonna pace well. Like honestly, because he's not, but wasn't
That's exactly
on the
how it
same.
came in my mind.
Because he wasn't on the same kind of deadline he is now as he was then. You know, he could have done a lot then and just paced it well, but it drug out too long. And you know, now like my boy Kubo, he's kind of having a like, and it's kind of bad. And it wouldn't have been bad if he'd have just kind of woo. My bad.
You see his arm?
No,
Like that makes no
Drew
sense.
showed me.
George, you are going out, bro.
This
It's like,
outfit
yeah,
he just
your
bought.
audio. Yeah.
I know.
I think we should just go ahead and end while we still can, while we have some internet.
Probably. For lack of being able to formulate words, at that point, it just felt like things were kind of getting old to keep going when we really didn't. He could have just like did what he had to do so it could like end on time and with some closure.
I don't even think that was it. I just think he never really cared about ending it like that, and he just kind of did it to get it out of the way.
I believe that too. My shit was weird. I don't even remember how Rave Master ended.
It didn't.
Well, there we have it.
Fairy Tale is Rave Master. I don't even know what Rave Master is.
That was Mashima's work before Fairy Tale.
I don't even know what Rave Master is.
It's something that Mashima made that's better than Fairy Tale,
What?
but not much better.
What?
Comparatively, yeah. I'll say I enjoyed Rave Master more than I did Fairy Tale. And if he'd the same time that he's been like putting into Fairy Tale, if like that same kind of like, I guess, care and attention, you know, if instead of doing Fairy Tale, he just decided to like do Rave Master over, touch it up, give it an ending, like, yeah, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, I think Fairy Tale, it had its heyday, and a lot of people love it, and it's dearly beloved by a lot of people. And I mean, it's fine that you guys like stuff. It really is fine that you enjoy it. Like, it's immensely popular for a lot of reasons. But it's not... It doesn't hold up when you compare it to other things. It's great for entry-level anime. I would recommend it to anybody for entry-level. Because it's easily digestible. You don't have to think hard about it. You just kind of have to watch it, enjoy it. When all of the anime is out, people will love to experience it via anime. Like, I think that's the way to experience Fairy Tail, to be honest with you. But, you know, also, like, the final season of the anime got announced for 2018, so...
Well, there we
hooray.
go. Maybe I would appreciate it more seeing it animated than I...
That's kind of how I felt, because when I watched a few of these fights, I was like, this is really good, and this is the way I wanted it to be. And sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't, and it didn't really matter. I watched, like, the entire, like, Gray Magic Games animated. So, there's that.
Yep, that was a thing.
It was a thing.
Where Natsu beat Sting and Rogue by himself. When he and Gajil were both getting wrecked. Because he said he was stronger. I guess he wasn't stronger before. But when he realized he was stronger...
He wasn't taking him seriously. When he was getting his ass beat.
That makes no sense.
Repeatedly, exactly.
That makes no sense.
But anyway, I'm done hating on it. I'm glad that it's over. I'm glad I'm glad it had its heyday, and I'm glad that it can end on a high note, unlike Bleach.
I'm sorry, what?
I said I'm glad that it could end on a high note like Bleach.
Yeah,
unlike Bleach.
It could end the way it wanted.
Bro, you want to come in this kitchen right now?
No, I'm serious. It ended the way that it wanted to end. You don't think Kubo wanted Bleach to go on for another 10, 50 chapters?
You know what other manga is going to get to end the way it wants to?
Just needed time. Instead, y'all got Phantom Pain.
Exactly.
One Piece is going to get to end the way it wants to.
Hunter x Hunter is going to get in the way it wants to by not continuing.
That's kind of upsetting. Like, nothing bad on them, because both of them are really great. But, you know, I don't know. That's me on some old equal opportunity mess. It's like,
I mean, it's the best-selling manga.
Got to
let
let
that go for as long as Oda wants it to go.
Oh, yeah, he gets privileges. And also, Berserk will end the way that it wants to end.
Berserk won't end.
Terribly. And by terribly, I mean tragically.
Another boat.
Another boat.
Another boat.
Another one.
Are we there yet?
As Berserk won't end until Idolmaster ends. And Idolmaster won't end.
Brian, when you gonna watch Beyblade? Season 1 of Beyblade.
Has he not seen season 1 of Beyblade?
I don't think so. That was like when
I never wanted to. Why the fuck would I watch that?
To go along with the battle.
Oh, you need to.
I don't want to.
But you're going to.
Just like I don't ever want to watch Duelist Kingdom again.
Come in this kitchen right now.
Well, yeah. Why would you ever watch Duelist Kingdom? The one to watch is Battle City.
Yeah, Battle City's great.
Until you watch it abridged. Then it's just all crumbled for you.
Let me tell you.
Well, guys, I think we're going to call that a stream.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, eat this fucking pizza.
I'm going to go in my bedroom and flex on this dude.
All right. Good night, everybody, and thank you for joining us for C&C Bros, and we hope you have a lovely weekend.
You finna get beat up.
All right.
Don't call it.
I'm about to go get beat up. Goodbye, everyone.
World Star.
Good night, everybody!
Shellie, I'm going to send it to you.